Hello, so you got a Silver Dread machine gun and you're wondering if it's a good roll, or maybe you're wanting to look for a good roll. Well, hopefully this video will help you. The Silver Dread is the Iron Banner machine gun, and it's good. It's really good. Just take a look at the base stats here. As far as range, stability, reload goes, it's basically top, if not second, for all of them. Aim assist, equip speed, recoil direction. Again, basically top compared to like Zombie Apocalypse and Baron's Ambition, which are in the same archetype. Yeah, it's in a really, really good spot overall. The magazine size, I believe, on the databases is kind of messed up. The Baron's Ambition does not have an 87-round magazine. I wish it did. Silver Dread is still really good, and you're probably wondering, well, why should I get that over Zombie Apocalypse or Baron's Ambition? Basically, like every single weapon, the Iron Banner ones have a very small amount of perks that can roll on it, so it's highly likely that you're going to get a good roll. For something like Baron's Ambition, look at all the trash that's up in the perk tree. Guerrilla Fighter, Underdog, Surrounded, Hipfire, Danger Close, Eye of the Storm. Like, why? There's no reason to get any of that on the machine gun. And the same thing with the last tier perk. Actually, most of these are all pretty good, but still at the same time, you got basically a 50% chance to get a really bad perk in this tree. And in this one, you're pretty much going to get usable perks aside from persistence. I'll talk about why that's bad more a little bit later. And then in the center tree here, like the last column's just wasted. And these two, they're okay. They're okay. And then you have ballistics that you have to worry about. So, when you go with Baron's Ambition or Zombie Apocalypse, you're dealing with a ton of possible bad perks. And plus the stats, while basically the same, are ever so slightly less than Silver Dread. And plus Silver Dread sounds really, really cool when you shoot it. Okay, for muzzles, aggressive ballistics, accurize, and linear compensator, you can use whatever you want to. I'm partial to aggressive ballistics because it ups the impact to, I believe, 41. That's the max impact of the gun. Okay, for the first column, perfect balance, small bore, hand laid stock, hammer forged. Personally, on machine guns, range is good, but stability is even better. These things have really high aim assist, and if you're able to kind of tone the recoil down, you're going to be landing stupid amounts of headshots. So personally for me, I don't really want to hurt the range that much when messing with stability. So perfect balance out of this tree is going to be really good. I also don't want to mess with, say, the magazine size either. So small bore, I'd probably pass away from it. Hammer forged, it affects the range. It's not the worst possible perk to have in that column, but there's definitely better. So perfect balance, and then like hammer forge would probably be the two that I'd pick from this particular node. For the second node in this tree, braced frame is again a very large stability bump. Injection mold also really good. I'd probably take injection mold over this because this thing has a high equip speed and can get even quicker with injection mold. And I feel like that's worth the range loss. So that way you're able to swap from like secondary to heavy really quickly in a pinch in either PvE or PvP. Brace frame, it does hurt the magazine size, so I'm not too sure if you want to go for that. There are some situations where you can, if like maybe you get extended mag in this perk tree over here, and that'll negate it. So you can get a very large stability increase with extended mag. But personally, I would prefer to just get perfect balance and then extended mag, because then you got even more ammo to spend. So yeah, out of this tree, perfect balance. And then if you're okay with messing with your range stat, which it is fine to mess with it a little bit, not too much though, or if you're okay with messing with your magazine size, brace frame or hand laid stock would be the top possible perks in this particular tree. For this one, we have armor piercing rounds, which is bad. Quick draw, okay. Speed reload is pretty unappealing. The reload speed of this gun is actually pretty good already. And then for the other bottom perks, snapshot, single point sling, I'm not that big of a fan. The ones that you really want to get in this tree would be either quick draw, but that's very low on the perk selection. It's basically between extended mag or field scout. Hopefully you can get one of those. Both of them are very good. Field scout increases your reserve ammo, while extended mag increases the actual magazine size. I'm more partial to extended magazine because, I don't know, I feel like that gives me more ammo in PvP. Usually I last a magazine, so if that magazine can be larger, great. Field Scout is definitely better if you're wanting a PvE role of this particular machine gun. So extended mag, Field Scout, that's what you want to go for in this column. I feel like there's no real other options here. For the final perk, Hidden Hand, Spray and Play, Rangefinder, Counterbalance, all these are really good. Spray and Play is probably not that good overall, though, because it's faster reload speed when the magazine's empty. That's cool, but man, when you're shooting a machine gun, that's why you're using it. And you get okay with using a bad reload or having a bad reload speed. Hidden Hand, Rangefinder, Counterbalance, all great. Personally, though, Counterbalance is going to be the top tier perk in this particular tree. It makes the recoil, even though it has like a 77 recoil direction stat, it still does have a little bit of side to side. It has some really wonky movements in there. So Counterbalance solves all of that. And pairing Counterbalance with like another stability increase makes this gun so consistent. Hidden Hand is also really, really good. But I feel like if you're wanting a more consistent gun, Counterbalance is actually going to be the way to go. And then we have Life Support, Army of One, Grenadier, and Persistence. I spoke how Persistence isn't that good. Persistence is only good when you're firing like the entire magazine in one go. If you stop shooting, Persistence basically resets and you're back to the normal recoil of the gun. So I don't know, there's so few situations where you're just going completely Rambo and holding down the trigger for the entire duration of the magazine. In PvE, Persistence might be good because yes, that you do that quite often in PvE. Other times, though, in PvE, I feel like Counterbalance would be even better because you need to do very precise damage, and controlling your recoil for the entirety of the magazine and having a reliable recoil pattern is way better than having to fire the weapon and then having the recoil get a little bit better along the way. Grenadier, Army of One, Life Support, good utility perks. I can't really speak ill about them at all, but Counterbalance is just by and far the absolute best perk that you could get in this particular tree. So if we're going for god rolls on the Silver Dread, stability, perfect balance, and then one of the other ones that may affect some of your other stats, if you're okay with that, play around with the gun if you end up getting one, and if you're okay with messing with those stats, cool. In this tree, Extended Mag or Field Scout. Extended Mag for PvP, Field Scout for PvE. That's my personal opinion. And then the final one, Counterbalance. And hopefully you can get a good roll. It is kind of bad. It's kind of difficult to get a bad roll of this because there's so many opportunities for good perks in all of these trees. But yeah, hopefully you can get a good or well rolled Silver Dread. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.